Hi, this is Stuart Weems, and thanks for listening to the Investopoly podcast. My goal is to give you simple, easy to understand insights, strategies and tips to help you master the game of building wealth. In this episode, I'd like to talk about quality advice. So when we go and seek financial advice, or really actually any professional advice, we're looking for quality advice. And I think with most things that we buy, there's three components that we can optimize. So we can look at price, we can look at service, and we can look at quality and features. And I believe that you can only really choose two out of those three. You can't have all three. So you can have the best quality and features, you can have the best service, but it's probably not going to come to you at the lowest cost. Or if you have the best price and the best features, the service probably lets you down. So it's very hard for a business to deliver on all three of those components. So I believe that when you're seeking financial advice, quality is at the top of the list. Of course, there's some other considerations there in terms of price, but quality. So I believe there's 6 factors that influence the quality of financial advice. I think understanding these factors helps you in comparing different advisors and working out which advisors you can trust versus obviously not trust. So let's run through them. The first one is absolute independence. So if you're going to see a financial advisor, that advisor must not have a vested interest in the advice outcome. That is, they have nothing to sell you. So if you invest in property or shares or put your cash in the bank or do nothing at all, that advisor's business won't make any more or less money irrespective of that decision. That's complete independence. So they've got fixed fees rather than percentage fees and so forth, absolute independence. The second one is a very, very strong discipline. Now you need to have a strong discipline to stick to your investment methodologies, and sometimes there's a commercial incentive for some advisory businesses to deviate from that. But a truly quality business will never deviate. They'll stick to what they're good at. They stick to know what works. And, in some markets it's going to work really well. In other markets it won't, but they won't deviate from that. The third is continual education. Now this is a difficult one because obviously we want to sit at our desk and help our clients and do work and do the things that generate revenue. But you absolutely must have a continual dedication to education. The fourth is lots of experience. You can replicate knowledge, but you cannot replicate experience. Some things just take time. As Warren Buffett says, one of his great quotes is that you can't make a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Some things just take time. So, a baby takes 9 months to make and you can't rush it. And the same with experience. You want to use an advisor that has probably, in my opinion, 10 or more years of experience, because they've made the mistakes, they've learned from other people's mistakes, and they can, help you with that. The fifth element is fanatical quality control. So the problem that really large businesses have is that they find it difficult to keep control of what their advisors are telling their clients. And so you want to deal with a business that has really tight controls around that, so you don't have mavericks out there, offering advice that doesn't necessarily meet the sort of quality control measures. So a smaller business naturally has less problems with that. If you've got 1 or 2 key advisors, you can, rely on more consistency, potentially, in terms of quality advice. And the last and sixth element is avoiding templates. So you as a client wants advice that is specific to your situation. The problem with really large businesses is that the only way that they can make profit or growing profits is to scale their business, so create some sort of level of scalability. And the only way you're going to do that in an advice business if you start templating solutions and in fact turning your solutions into a product, which is a really common thing that goes on in the financial services market. But that's not what you want to do. So I believe a quality financial advice business isn't that scalable really when it comes to it. So from a pure business investment perspective, it's not that attractive. But if you start templating advice, you tend to start cutting corners, and obviously that reduces quality. So the 6 things are absolute independence, a strong discipline to stick to proven investment methodologies, continual education. You need to keep your mind open to new strategies, but with a very strong filter. You need lots of experience. You need fanatical quality control, which is less important if you're dealing with a smaller business. And you want to make sure that their advice solutions aren't templated. They're very much customized to your particular circumstance. So I've included a link, as always, in the show notes here for more information, but I hope that helps you in choosing an advisor that's going to give you quality advice. Bye for now.